In this lesson video, we're going to look at creating a brand new application called Guitar Tuner, which is going to allow us to use things like the media player. But to begin with, what I want to start out with is I actually want to create a launcher icon for the application that looks like a real application rather than the default Android icon. So let's go ahead and show you real quick. I downloaded the icon for this particular lesson for Guitar Tuner, and I'm going to use that image to be the launcher for my application so that the user actually double clicks that image to launch my application. So let's go ahead and create a new application. Before I do that, I'll just close these tabs. Alright, and I'll just go ahead and collapse the tip calculator from the last section. So let's go ahead and do File, New, Android Application Project, and let's go ahead and give it a name, Guitar Tuner. And the minimum, I'm going to go ahead and pick Android 3.0. The target, let's go ahead and use the latest, and it's compiled with currently the latest. I'm going to go ahead and choose next, and next again. Here's where I get to actually choose the launcher icon. Now I can always change this later on once the application has been created, but when we're setting it up, it makes it really easy to actually just pick the icon we want. And I actually recommend this because when I do select the image, it actually will resize the image appropriately for all the different density levels of an Android device. In saying that, I'm going to recommend that you make the icon image at least 512 by 512 pixels, because you can use that image later on when you upload your application to the Android store, and then you can let the Android system go ahead and resize it for you for all the appropriate density levels. So let's go ahead now and choose Browse. I'll switch over to my desktop, and on my desktop I'm going to find that icon, launcher, Guitar Tuner. I'll go ahead and click on that and hit open. And you can see now that I have it recreated for each one of the density levels. Let's go ahead and hit next. And I'll go ahead and hit next again. And it's time to go ahead and hit finish. Alright, now that the application has been fully created, I'm just going to go ahead and expand the resources folder and go ahead and take a quick look at the drawable folders, and I can see the IC launcher.png is here. If I double click that image, you'll see that that is the Guitar Tuner image that I wanted it to use. I'll go ahead and close that. And I can see that I do not have one for the low density, but I do have for the high, for medium, and then all the other sizes larger than the high density. Alright, so let's go ahead and run this application so that I can actually show you where the launcher icon is in our Android device. I'm going to go ahead and right click on Guitar Tuner and choose to run it as an Android application. Okay, I'll go ahead and unlock the Android application. Okay, so now after the application loads, I'm just going to go ahead and hit the home button, and then we can go ahead and take a look at our apps by clicking on the apps button. And when we're looking at the different apps that we have, you will see the Guitar Tuner is in here, and you can see it's using the icon that I had uploaded for the application. Now, I will tell you to be very careful when creating your own icons, because as you can see, when the icon is smaller, the text becomes much more difficult to read. And you can see here was the original Hello World, the application in section 1, and this one uses the default Android launcher. And if I click and drag to the left, you can see there's the tip calculator application we created as well, which also uses the default launcher icon. So we have successfully set up a launcher icon that we can use with our application that will allow us to customize the way our app looks even before it's launched.